We got more juicy, up-to-date theories from all around the world sent in by you all that are going to make us question every single video. Thank you to Titan for the next couple of videos.
What? Why? Sorry, what is the problem?
Get out.
Why?
Get out one more.
Can you please explain why? Well, you shouldn't have brought the
Why they bring for a window?
I just want to know what's happening.
Get out.
Okay. Make sure you. Oh, wait. Hey, that's.
Polk County, Florida, in the city of Lakeland. This video was shared to me by the person who originally recorded it and asked my help to get it out there to the masses. You can see the original video on the original creators page, and I will tag them below in the comments. This was the result of people feeding the homeless. Not hot food, where you would need a license to, but canned food, medical supplies, to people that are in need. And they are thanked for it by being stalked and followed by 6 Polk County officers, surrounded, and then after they provided their ID and their car registration through the window, the officers proceeded to break the window and yank them out of the car. These people did absolutely nothing wrong but be compassionate, caring human beings for other human beings in need. And this is how they're treated by people who are paid to protect and serve.
What y'all think? Y'all think it's more to this story? But everybody in the comment section talking about this is a lawsuit. What y'all finna show? Some symbolism? Oh wow. What type of microscope is that? How many of y'all thought this video was gonna be about germs on there? Come on. Is that really on there?
How many of you want a Starlink phone?
Who wants a Starlink phone?
Is it technically possible?
I know you can't see it, but it's everyone.
It will allow SpaceX to deliver high bandwidth connectivity directly from the satellites to the phones. So that since these frequencies are not supported in current phones, the chipset has to be modified to add these frequencies, and that probably is a 2-year time frame. So the phones that are able to use the spectrum that was acquired probably start shipping in around 2 years. But the net effect is that you should be able to watch videos anywhere on your phone.
Elon, is your vision for this that
so
instead of,
that's why
having an
they want a
AT&T account
Starlink?
and then roaming when you're in the UK or you're in India, it's just we could have one direct deal with Starlink. It works all over the world eventually, not today, but at some point. Is that the end goal? That basically we don't need a regional carrier, we have a global carrier, and that would be you.
That would be one of the options. So there's but yes, you should be able to have a Starlink like you have an AT&T or T-Mobile or Verizon or whatever. You should you can have a account with Starlink that works with your Starlink antenna at home with free Wi-Fi as well as on your phone.
Y'all are mad that Sony increased the price for PlayStation Plus. I'm going to say the quiet part out loud. You shouldn't be paying for online services to begin with.
At all.
So you mean to tell me that you already pay for the internet through whatever provider you have, Verizon, Comcast, AT&T, whatever, and then you're going to pay Sony money to access what you're already paying for? See, this
Make
is
it
why
make sense.
I don't have PlayStation Plus, and any multiplayer games that I have, I just buy it on PC because Steam does it the right way.
Yes.
Online play is free,
It's
and
free.
that's how it's supposed to be. Y'all have enabled them. Xbox, Nintendo now, Sony, y'all been
I'm so glad you brought it
enabled
out.
them for years, and now they can do whatever they want with the subscription prices. Y'all have opened their Pandora's box, and there's no going back now. So Gamers, this is your fault. This is your fault. I mean, I say just get rid of PlayStation Plus entirely. But that's just me.
And the worst thing about being woke or being able to see everything for what it is, how fake it is the fact that you still got to participate. Like, literally waking up don't change nothing. You still have to follow orders and play the game the way it was intended. You just got to play it from a bad perspective now. A perspective of, wow, I really don't want to do this. This is pointless. This is dumb. But now I just got to do it against my will. It ain't even no motivation that something greater is behind what I'm doing. You just got to play it.
Netflix wants to start having every single profile have its own email. So as you're probably aware, if you have Netflix, you can add different profiles. I believe it's up to 5 profiles you could have under that one Netflix account. But things are changing. So let's just say you have 5 profiles under your Netflix account. Well, once this happens, pretty much you're gonna have every single profile have their own email. Netflix says this change is meant to make things easier and make everybody's profile feel more personal, but it just doesn't even make any sense. How is this supposed to make things easier? If anything, it makes it more difficult.
A lot of people are saying that they have multiple Netflix profiles because most of their profiles are for their children. Children don't need no emails. So is it like an age range? Like, is it, you get what I'm saying? Or is it for everybody? Because that just doesn't make no sense. Like, no 3-year-old and 6-year-old should be having an email just to log into Netflix. I feel like the reason why they're doing this is because they're trying to stop that password sharing of like the whole, if somebody in the family has a Netflix, everybody uses that Netflix type of thing. And that thing's been annoying too, but that's another story for another day.
Did you know that according to rumors, the Japanese government sealed off a tunnel to protect people from whatever might be on the other side? This is the Inunnaki Tunnel, one of the creepiest and most mysterious places in Japan. And there are 3 reasons why people believe this place should be avoided at all costs. The first reason is a legend about an abandoned village. At the end of the tunnel, there is supposedly a village with a dark and disturbing past. People who tried to reach it are said to have disappeared without a trace, and strangely enough, almost nobody talks about it. The second reason is a myth about a lawless zone. Some believe that once you cross through the tunnel, you are no longer protected by normal laws. Others even claim that the laws of Japan no longer apply there at all. The third reason is the signal loss. Many visitors report that their phones suddenly lose all reception before they even reach the entrance, almost as if something is intentionally blocking the connection. If you search for Inunnaki Tunnel on TikTok, you'll find countless videos about it. But be careful, some of them are genuinely disturbing. And what do you think? Is it just an urban legend, or is there really something hidden on the other side?
Hidden deep within the pine forests of Aberdeenshire lies one of Scotland's strangest and most unexpected landmarks.
That video fake.
Secret pyramid. As the trees begin to clear, the path opens up to reveal a huge granite pyramid located on the Balmoral estate, surrounded by towering Scots pines and wild scenery. Built on the orders of Queen Victoria in 1866, the pyramid was raised in memory of her beloved husband, Prince Albert, after his death in 1861. The pyramid is the largest of several cairns on the Balmoral estate, the others dedicated to her children, although there used to be one dedicated to John Brown, Victoria's favourite gamekeeper, but her son, Edward VII, had it removed after her death. The hike up takes around an hour, and you'll be rewarded with stunning views over the Aberdeenshire hills. It's Scotland at its very best, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
A town in Utah has run out of water. A vital well has gone dry. They have no drinking water. They will have to haul it in from another source to their homes.
She said Utah, right?
Scary part is that it's not actually just one Utah town, it's multiple. Emery only received about 6% of its normal canal flow, so there's no outdoor watering, and people are dismantling their sinks to collect the gray water. Already in dire straits, the town of Apple Valley lost one of their most important aquifers when somebody drilled the well too deep. Their residents will have to haul water in from an outside source. And Cedar Point has also had empty water tanks for some time. This is Lake Powell. I worked there as a teenager, and the water level was up here.
Oh, wow.
Lake Powell is one of the most important lakes besides Hoover Dam, which is fed by Lake Powell, in supplying water all over the southwest United States to approximately 40 million people. Lake Powell is at a critical low, as is the Colorado Basin. The Colorado Basin is what feeds into all of these towns and cities that rely on water that comes through Utah. Utah has been in a severe drought for years, off and on since I was a child, but this is obviously the worst it's ever been. This issue is so severe that multiple states are now involved in trying to come up with a plan on how to keep water running into their towns and cities, and there's even a plan being executed on a federal level. But the federal plan hasn't been finalized yet. In fact, no plan has from anyone. Farmers and agriculture is especially being affected because irrigation water, which is vital for crops, has not gone out this year and probably won't, with many farmers selling off their livestock because they don't have water. If Utah doesn't start to see more water hitting the Rockies through the summer and in the winter, and the critical lows of Lake Powell and the Hoover Dam, which supplies all this water to all these cities, will be at such a critical low they will not be able to operate anymore. Besides the effects on the environment, up to 40 million people will be without drinking water. This is a concerning issue that needs way more attention, so do some research, spread the word, because if there's ever been a call to action, it's now.
People forget we used to log out of social media.
We
used to log out of social media.
Got a point.
Social media wasn't an app that you stayed logged into, that you would just go to your app and boom. Social media.
That's so true.
Used to be a website. Every social media site used to be a www.whatever.com. You would log in, username and password, who messaged me here, who dropped a comment here, who liked this, who posted what, and log off. Might not go back on it for the rest of the day.
That's true.
You might check your social media once or twice in a day back in the day. Yo, they forget this. Then they came out with these things called apps. You You put them on your phone and it skips all the middleman. It skips all the username and password for what? Why log out? It's an app. It's right there. It's yours. Boom. Why log out and log in? It's there. Just keep it there. Just go outside of the app and go back in the app. What is right there? Some genius back then realized that the login process was just enough to keep people off of the sites for way too long. Think about all the times you were shopping online and you didn't get whatever you was looking at online because you got to put in your card information. Got to put in my card information, got to put in my name,
too much
put in my
steps
address.
is what he's saying.
And then they made it easy. Just keep it logged in. Now you just buy with one click. Think about all the times where you walked out of a store and you was just like, nah, the line's too long. I don't even want this. I'll get it another time. And then the cashier open up, I'll take you right here. That's just okay, cool. That's what apps did. That's what the apps did. The apps, all that middleman, all that little tedious part that'll make you put your back. The line being too long will make you put your groceries back. Me, if I gotta go get my card to buy something and I'm shopping online, I find it somewhere. Like, that's what the apps did.
That's deep.
Like, nah, log in, user information and password. Stay on this app. That's when it started. That's when everything started. That's when, yeah, I don't know why I made this video, but yeah.
This was a very powerful video because we really did used to log out of MySpace. We had to log out of Facebook when Facebook came out because Facebook was literally kind of like right after MySpace. Facebook was for the older people. It was like MySpace was for like the young adults, the young kids, and Facebook was for the grown folks. And then something happened where MySpace did something and they changed up their thing to where it was like all the young folks started moving to the old folks, the grown folks, which is the Facebook, right? But we used to really log in and log out. And like he said, then apps came along and now there is no such thing as logging out. We're logged in 24/7, which is why we're getting notifications all day, every day. A movie that I would love so dearly, I'll post a picture, you guys will see it. But that movie really shows me how, like the stuff that they do to make us stay on social media. I've talked about it plenty of times, but it's a very powerful movie and it makes me, or documentary, and it makes me want to go back and watch it because at times I can get caught up with all the notifications and stuff that pop up and I'm seeing the tactics of what they're doing. Like they're giving me stuff. It's to the point where they're emailing me because I'm off of social, like I be off of social media like that. They're emailing me, hey Perky, you missed such and such. Hey Perky, 2 years ago, remember you posted this? You see how they're doing tactics to get me back on social media? It's the most craziest thing in the world. But I'm telling you, it took for this video for me to realize, like, wow, we really did log off of social media. Now I can't unsee it.
Nobody's talking about this right now. Do you know what 7-Eleven's junk food brand name is called? Go Yum Foods. Goyum Foods. The ADL says if you call out their goy slop that they feed us, literally junk food, that you're anti-Semitic now. Maybe we wouldn't use the term goy slop if they literally weren't trying to feed us Israeli 3D printed meat.
Steak was made entirely by a 3D printer. It looks like real steak, complete with fibers, and the flavor and texture are surprisingly close. It's created by growing real cow cells in a lab, then layering muscle and fat cells through a 3D printing process. If this technology becomes widespread, we could enjoy steak in the future without slaughtering a single cow.
What is that?
Oh my God.
What am I looking at?
This is straight.
People are finding hundreds of solar-powered Bluetooth speakers scattered throughout the trees near Mount Shasta. But what they are emitting is so eerie. Keep in mind, Mount Shasta is very well known for its reputation, whether it be the Lemurians, or whether it be the city of Telos, or whether it be the amount of activity around Mount Shasta. I cannot explain how many sightings there are near Mount Shasta annually. I'm going to show you guys a video here in a second where you can hear whatever it's emitting more clearly, okay? And it sounds like some kind of chant or a mantra. I'm not entirely sure. This lady confirmed that this installation is on private property.
There's a mountain.
That is crazy. I would be scared. I got some commentary.
There is another 100 of them out there.
That's weird.
It's like this. Lemurian.
I was looking at the comment section. I wanted on this because I want you guys to see the speakers. So there is a movie I have not seen yet, but it's gonna make me go see it after I read this. And it's called Hoppers. A little cartoon animated movie that came out, right? I seen the trailer, didn't think it was gonna be nothing. But I need to understand to not watch movies for entertainment and to watch them more so for what's being pushed. What are they saying in these movies? So I was reading in the comment section because I'm like, what are these speakers got to do with anything, right? Long story short, they said this was the plot to the movie Hoppers, where they're using sounds to scare off nature critters so that they can build on land or buy off. And then somebody even said, did none of you watch Hoppers? Like, it's literally telling us the exact thing. I'm telling y'all, movies have some kind of truth in them, but y'all ain't ready for that kind of talk. And then they said, this is literally the Hoppers movie that just came out. So this is what's going on. So they're putting this stuff here so that the nature animals don't come here so that they can either buy this off or build on it. And then for anyone that is in here that's watching and that has seen the movie, can you vouch? What did y'all see in that movie? And please comment, because I would love to read about it. Somebody even mentioned that they're Bluetooth connected. So where is the other end of it?
Okay, if you want to see the water levels in Colorado, this is Dillon Reservoir.
What?
Are you sure we shouldn't be worried about the water levels?
New Year's saying this Love Island propaganda BS. It's the most obvious psyop of all time. They're just normalizing cheating, not developing genuine connections, sleeping around. And people that watch it know that it's bad. They know that it's slop, but they think that because they know that, they're above it. But in reality, it subconsciously rewires your mind. You don't even realize it. If you unironically watch Love Island knowing how bad it is, then your vote should not count the same as everyone else's. And I'm being 100% serious. Our society is just falling more and more into degeneracy every day.
Preparation has begun for the first annual Patriot Games, where one high school boy and one high school girl from all 50 states will compete in a multi-day game in the nation's capital. These are the games that online folks drew comparisons to the Hunger Games.
What do you mean by that?
It is full steam ahead now. The Patriot Games will take place from August 9th through August 11th, with a special live coverage ceremony on August 13th. The winner of the Patriot Games, one high school teen boy, one high school teen girl, will receive a $250,000 scholarship as part of winning these games. It is a national athletic competition, so you have to be the most fit, essentially. And they're all going to come and compete in front of the President of the United States in our nation's capital. One teenage boy from each state, one teenage girl from each state. There were already mini competitions within many states to choose their victor. May the odds be ever in your favor.
Wow.
Spread the word. Full updates on my Substack, linked in bio. Subscribe for free. Follow along for all the news you need to know.
This man said tax dollars is going everywhere except where they need to be going. Because what this guy do with anything? I just want to know. I'm so confused.
Crumbl has officially removed all ingredient data from their website, citing proprietary information. I was chatting with their customer service to see if an ingredient list was available somewhere else, and it's not. They further stated they don't even track certain dyes, oils, or minor components at a level to confidently confirm if they're even in the product. What? This comes after receiving a ton of backlash online for releasing their dirty sodas, which have like 186 grams of sugar. They've also historically been criticized for using a laundry list of questionable ingredients. Titanium dioxide, which is banned in the EU for causing DNA damage. They used Red 3 in the past, which has now been banned in the USA. Propylene glycol, petroleum dyes, aluminum, artificial flavors, and the list just keeps going. Personally, I'm not putting a single crumb of one of these in my body. These should not even be considered food.
No, they shouldn't.
And now they're hiding ingredients because they don't want you to know what's in them.
Crumbl is crumbling. The last time I checked, the ingredients for cookies was sugar, butter, eggs, and flour. So what is y'all doing?
This new healthy Doritos is actually way worse than the original.
Oh
You're actually
my.
getting here conventional corn that is very likely to be treated with glyphosate and atrazine. Then this thing is fried in sunflower oil that's been chemically extracted, deodorized, and bleached. The only difference is this doesn't have the artificial color and flavors that the original have, and this is exactly why it's worse. This is enough to trick the popular scanners up like Yuka to recommend this as something good for you to consume, even though it's basically the same exact thing. If you care about ingredient quality and you are using these apps, you are being misled. There is only one that gets everything right always, and that's Olive. Do yourself a favor. If you are using any of these, check them out for free and let me know what it is.
Imagine a world where instead of everybody knowing every single brand name and celebrity name, it was common knowledge that we all knew all of the bird species, all of the flora and fauna of our local native ecosystem. I guarantee that just about anybody can name 10 brand names, 10 celebrities, but I cannot guarantee that anybody can name 10 bird species or even 5 native plants that should be growing in their backyard. And this is deeply a problem, because how can we protect the land, how can we protect our ecosystems if we absolutely know nothing about it? Sadly, we have become very distracted, and there are people upset about a TikTok relationship or a celebrity drama while data centers are going up everywhere, ecosystems are being destroyed, and we're not even upset. We don't even know anything about it because we're so distracted. And once you start learning, though, about the natural world, you start opening your heart to the beauty of life and understanding how incredible it is, you cannot turn a blind eye anymore. And that becomes very powerful, because together, if we start caring, restoring our ecosystem, stewarding the land, really realizing we're all in this together, that is a very powerful energy. And I promise you, being tapped in with your local native ecosystem, bird watching, knowing the species that are all around you, the bird calls, the plant species, you learn to forage, you create native habitats where you live, and you are just rooted and connected to your local native ecosystem, is a very incredible energy. It is the way of the future. I believe it's a really potent medicine that we're all longing for deeply, even if you don't realize it. So please, let's build a world where we know more about our local native ecosystem than we know about some celebrity or big company brand name.
The Bible really kind of taught me this, because when you read the Bible, it's really broken down in agriculture, like ways, definitions, terms, examples, because we were an agriculture people. planted, sowed, you reap what you sow. Like everything was about the agriculture. A lot of things in the Bible can be misinterpreted because of the fact that we have lost that agriculture mindset. So when you look into, like, for example, growing your own things, you'll see why Yahuwah relates a lot of his examples to agriculture, because that was our tangible of the intangible that he's referring to. So when we see, okay, you reap what you sow, we're going to sow this seed. And of course, because that seed is sown, a bell pepper seed, now we're going to reap the bell pepper plant. Now we're going to be able to get some bell peppers off of that. Then you get to see the process go from a seed, then then it goes into germination mode. Then you put the seed into the soil. Now it grows and it's up like this. Now little leaves are coming. And then you got to transplant them. So all this stuff, I'm just saying that to say is that I truly believe him, like that we got to get back to that, because I know we would understand so much more by that being our lifestyle.
I'm gonna say this in the most humblest way. Do you know how strong you gotta be to sit with what you feel and not run from it? Like, really sit in it? Not jump from person to person? Not distract yourself to feel okay? Not fake like you unbothered or pretend like everything is good?
To the point.
Just sit in it. Feel it. No rebound, no revenge, no fake posts just to prove you're over it. That kind of strength don't get talked about enough. It takes patience. It takes discipline. And most people ain't built for that kind of healing. Because healing ain't always pretty. Sometimes it looks like crying in silence, questioning everything, and still choosing not to go backwards. Sometimes it means waking up every day and fighting the urge to text the person who hurt you or returning to the situation that broke you, just because it's familiar. But every time you choose yourself over temporary comfort, you're rebuilding a version of you that can't be easily shaken. Anybody can numb that pain, but not everybody can face it head on. The people who sit with it, process it, and come out stronger on the other side don't just heal. They transform. And once you experience that kind of growth, you realize your peace is worth protecting at all costs.
Now that's healing in a nutshell. That can only be given to you through Yahuwah and Yahusha. There's nothing that you can do on your own. That is healing, aka Aruka. And I'm telling you, that is a gift that is given from Yahuwah and Yahusha. Of course, it's work, but everything's work. Everything is work. But there is a light at the end of that tunnel with the work that's being done. Everything that somebody has worked for, you get the blessings, you get the benefits of the work. There's not no one that can say that they did all this work and then nothing came. No, you get things by the work. So put the work in Aruka, put the work in Aruka, put the work in healing. And again, Yahuwah and Yahusha can give you that. He says, draw nigh unto me so that I may draw nigh unto you.
Hey, so just so we're clear, this is what misogyny in journalism looks like. You wouldn't know it based on this headline, but the child was actually in the care of his father when he passed. And to be clear, it wasn't even the dad's fault either. It was a horribly tragic accident. The mom was napping with their 18-month-old baby. The dad was in charge of the toddler and didn't realize that the toddler had figured out how to get past child locks. So he thought the toddler was safe inside and went out to work in their shed. And while he was working in the shed and the mom was asleep with the baby, the toddler managed to get past the child lock to get the door open, got the car open, got into the car, and unfortunately got stuck in the car and ultimately passed. But again, you wouldn't know any of that based on this headline. Based on this headline, you would think it was a horribly negligent mother who just didn't give a and was sleeping as her child died. And this shit is not harmless. Imagine losing your child to a horribly tragic accident and then a major publication runs a story about it, intentionally making it sound like it's your fault. Imagine seeing this headline as you are putting your child in the ground. This is disgusting.
Amazon Prime is meant to keep you broke. And I truly believe that. As a consumer and as an employee, I've been both. I feel like I'm a little qualified to talk about this. In my journey to be a mindful consumer, I cut the cord with Amazon Prime completely and I don't shop from them. As a consumer, You're paying a monthly membership to have Prime, right? To have that 2-day delivery. Deals that expire, like, oh, order this in, 24 hours. They create that urgency that makes you think like, oh, I gotta get it while it's on sale. Add to cart, buy now. And then all of a sudden you spent $100 on a Thursday night. As an individual, it's a simple way to make money by having a storefront or an affiliate link. However, it's just another way to get products in front of your face to keep you in the hole, especially when it's a person related to it, someone who's trying to sell you something that they like or don't like, doesn't matter, but if you like them, you're more likely to purchase the product. By me cutting off Amazon Prime, I cut off the convenience. I can't just be in bed and be like, order now. I have to think, okay, tomorrow I have to create time to go to the store. And if I have to do that process in my head, I'm gonna say, I don't really need that item. Immediately I'm saving money by not going to get the thing that I thought I needed at 10 p.m. As an employee, you are underpaid, and I know you are. There are warehouses across the United States that have been going up in flames because the employees are so fed up with being underpaid. You're overworked. Like, if you want to make more money, you have to work more hours, right? You are being worked to the bone. The CEO doesn't care about his employees. He doesn't. He doesn't care about the employees because they are making him money. And if he actually cared about them, he would distribute the wealth, right? Because
I agree.
Amazon Prime is meant to keep you broke. Don't let it. And as always, take what you need, leave what you don't. I'll see you in the next one.
Someone just figured out where their coworker lives through the background Zoom photo. So if you are someone that's concerned about safety, make sure you watch this video. This person called Daniel just posted about this, that he literally just took a screenshot of the Zoom background and then put it into Geospy AI, now called Raven, and 30 seconds later it came out with the exact address. This is a really good reason why we should be using Zoom background photos, and also just make sure our background doesn't have too many identifiers. If you want to, you can also just blur your background on the Google Meet or Zoom, or you can just make sure you're sitting behind a wall or something that doesn't really show your room, because this is getting kind of crazy that people can just find where you live from the interior structure of your room. Let me know what you guys think about this. Follow along if you want more content like this.
And look, this has been going on for over a dozen years. Go home. Get out. We know our country's better than yours.
Sure. Take control of a poor country's banking interests. You send your military in to steal their gold. You occupy that country. You take control of their finances, their police, their customs, and then you undercut one of their most valuable resources. So you contribute to the damage of that country, and now you brag about how much better your country is than them. Got it. Continue.
That's because we filled it with our work ethic and our culture and our values. You being here only dilutes it for us, those who built it.
Dilute! Such an interesting choice of words. Did you say built it? As in like, your people built it? Megan, don't piss me off.
And half of you people, more than half, you won't assimilate.
Assimilate? Assimilate to what, Megan? If you mean be a hard worker and stay out of trouble like I see some Americans do, I thought the majority of the TPS Haitians were doing that. But if you mean assimilate as in women come on your talk show, shake hands and take pics, or maybe become the president of the United States after that, I'm sorry. I don't think they can do that. But continue.
We don't want you. We don't care if you're offended. Get out. Go home. Go back. Sorry.
Oh?
I'm thinking about our friends in Ohio who've been dealing with these TPS Haitians for years now, who are drunk driving all over their towns and killing people. This is the whole cats and dogs thing.
There was one tragic incident with a TPS Haitian and drunk driving. And when we talk about this cats and dogs thing, I thought you guys knew already that that was not true. The person who said that already admitted they had no proof of this being a thing. I thought you guys hated fake news. But you can't stop spreading it for some reason.
That part.
Ain't that something?
That part.
Anyways.
They don't want to live like Americans live. And this was supposed to be a temporary, it was supposed to be temporary help. And it's turned into another backdoor way of allowing someone permanent residency.
You keep saying temporary as if these people don't know that. They know that. When you allow somebody to come to your country because their country is unsafe, you allow them to work, pay taxes, and live here, and build an entire life for the past 12 years, and in some cases 25 years, like some of the Salvadorans that are also on TPS, and then you want to ship them back to the same country that you yourself do not deem to be safe. I don't see how you don't see the contradiction in that. The same way Justice Alito doesn't see the contradiction in saying that none of the statements were overtly racist, but then also doesn't want to release those same statements. Right. Now, any average person with a working brain could see that video of Miss Kelly and understand how overtly racist it is, but what makes her so comfortable to say these type of things?
Yeah, that's
Maybe it's because everything that she's saying isn't anything new. It's actually everything the President of the United States has already said, even if it wasn't true. In the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful day. You know I love you and I'll see you tomorrow. But if I don't, stay out of trouble.
Has anybody noticed it's getting a lot harder to type on your iPhone?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot more, like, misspelled stuff.
I will say, now that you say it, yes, it's not like a glaring, but I've definitely been like, am I tripping?
Yes.
Oh, dude, son of a... Dude,
yes.
Oh, my God, no.
Come on.
For me, it's a space bar in the sea.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you. So, dude, okay. I've been texting for years on an iPhone. Literally, like, my whole life almost, I've been texting on an iPhone. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I know where the keys are. But this past, like, 6 months, actually, after I saw a video about this, it stopped working. Like, I have way more misspells. It takes me so much longer to get a text out.
Okay.
But I think that's on purpose.
Oh, Apple.
Because not only is it an Apple thing, I think it's higher than that.
Oh, my God. The tree.
That's good. Have you been sending more voice memos out
really got the
lately
joke.
than...
No, don't strike. You're good.
Have you been sending out more voice memos than you have before recently?
Yeah.
I think that's on purpose. I think that they're purposefully making it so where you have typos, so it's just easier for you to talk into the phone.
Oh, my God. So they can get our data and our voice.
But why would they want you to talk into the phone?
He got a point.
Oh, my God.
So, because AI, all this stuff, they're trying to get as much IP from you as they can, so they're getting our voices.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
I've been on the record of this podcast saying I hate sending out voice memos and I hate people sending me voice memos. I don't even text anymore now.
Oh, that's all you do now.
All I do is send voice memos because it's so, like, I get so many typos.
Oh, my God.
Dude, it's a conspiracy. It's going around. And the reason I'm saying this now, because everybody that watched this video, now your phone keyboard is going to stop working.
Okay, guys, so I hope you can hear me, but the sky is so beautiful right now. I just decided to stop and snap some pictures. But the wind was rocking so hard, it's blowing my car. And I've been standing here for about 10 minutes, and I don't know about you, but I think it's awfully funny. The wind is rocking my car, but these clouds have not moved. They have not moved at all. Now, this is for entertainment purposes, TikTok. Get out of my business, but...
Get out of my business!
Tell me, am I crazy? When the wind blows, shouldn't the clouds be moving? It almost looks like it's a painted-on, like, backdrop screen or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just nuts.
I was to say, where was the sound of the cars coming from? Because they sound like they was speeding. It must have been over in this area. And then two, this looks like... I know y'all know what I'm talking about when I say the Microsoft Windows, like, background screen. If y'all don't know, I'll drop a picture, but that's what this is giving. Loki looks like that.
Including officers allegedly using police databases to obtain information about women they encounter in public.
Members are using our databases as their own way to meet women. Seeing a woman at a coffee shop, coming out of a gym, driving next to them, getting their license plates and running them on the system.
The cameras take a photo of every car that passes, stamped with the precise time and location. All of that data is saved in a database for 30 days, allowing the government to go back in time to see where your car was and when. No warrant required, whether you're suspected of a crime or not.
I watched a woman jogging alone on a forest trail.
It is extremely dangerous.
Regular people got access to this?
We are not safe.
Prasanna Elzer lives just yards from the same flock camera used to falsely accuse her of a crime.
It's hard to drive that way and then look up and see it pointed right at you. Survivors, women, are currently not safe in this system.
This issue remains present. Silence or minimization only allows the behavior to continue.
Wow, it's kind of scary.
Are announcing that we are revoking more than 500 movies from our online digital library.
Why?
Wait, what? Does this mean PlayStation account holders will get refunded what they paid since they won't be able to watch the movie anymore? No, we are not refunding them money because they do not own the movie. They own the license to access the movie. Are you serious? So basically, if I bought Terminator 2 before you guys took it off the online digital library, you wouldn't refund me? Yes, exactly.
This is insane. How is this legal?
It's legal because people traded their rights for convenience and allowed corporations to have total control over licenses and properties. We can take your money and rescind those licenses at any time, and we are not legally required to give you a refund.
You guys are doing the same thing with video games. GTA 6 has just made billions alone on digital pre-orders, but no one has the rights to those licenses, and GTA 6 can be taken away from them at any moment.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly. This is why we prefer digital over physical media. We have total control over what consumers play or watch.
Man, I seen that when the PlayStation 5 was releasing, when they had, like, he just showed the physical and then the digital PlayStation 5. And I was like, why would somebody buy the PlayStation 5 and like the digital version? And it's because, you know, a lot of people don't want to have the physical games. But the thing is, when you have the physical, you actually own it. When you own digital, you never own it. Anything can happen to the point just like this, which I don't know why people are buying movies on PlayStation anyway. But, you know, that's another story for another day. But you have instances like this where they can revoke it from you because you really don't own it. It goes back to the quote of you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. Everything is turning into a subscription service. And again, the show that I highly recommend of what they're doing, if you ever want to see like how subscription services work, is watch Black Mirror. That one episode, that one season, from that one season, they'll show you exactly how subscriptions work. Physical will always be greater than the digital. Thank you, Hector, for the videos.
This girl's going viral for something no one can explain because she claims this is her first time ever being inside a human body.
Bye.
And at first people thought she was joking, but the more they watched, the more disturbing it became. The way she stares, the way she smiles, even her eyes feel completely unnatural. She says she feels like she doesn't belong on this planet, and while some think she's only doing it for attention, others are convinced there's something seriously wrong with her and that she might not be human at all.
I'm laughing because this is all of our first time in a human body. Spiritual beings having a human experience, not human beings having a spiritual experience. That is hilarious.
I'm at the point where I think that every person who has a large platform and is claiming to speak against the system, I believe they're ultimately just controlled opposition. I also believe all of the events that are going on in the world are just psyops and that we're under a lot more programming and mind control than we even can realize. Just last year, I was watching Candace cover a whole event that happened on September 10th, 2025, and I was rooting for her. But then you start looking into her roots, you look at who she is married to, and it starts to become very clear that she is either controlled or a part of the system.
Oh,
and playing a role. Same with Tucker Carlson. He wears a red string on his wrist, and his dad was in the CIA. And I think that he is a 4th degree Freemason.
You should be embarrassed of yourself. For what? Making someone's yearly salary in one afternoon? That's just smart economics. I know what I signed up for with this job. To be a content creator, you have to play by the rules. I'm just a cog in the machine. I've shown people firsthand that the way to get ahead in life now isn't pursuing higher education and one's valuable skills. It's embracing vanity, debauchery, and consumerism. Because the billionaires at the top of the American economy are just going to siphon off all your profits anyway. In simpler terms, you work hard to fill your boss's pockets. An educated country would realize the corruption at hand and violently rebel against it. But an ignorant, unhealthy population like ours? Ugh, easy to manipulate and extort. Much better. The job of us social media influencers has always been to promote harmful products, lifestyles, and behaviors so that you become obedient work slaves to the elite devoid of rational thought. Meanwhile, my wife and I's adult production company reaps the rewards of your ever-growing addictive traits and reliance on adult movies for dopamine spikes. Wow.
America is a Matrix Part 2. Let's get into it. So in Part 1, I explained to you guys how the birth certificate system and the Social Security system is basically how they securitized us back in the 1930s. Now, before this system was in place, they just took birth records, not birth certificates. They actually standardized this whole process in the 1930s after the First World War. Now, a series of bank runs happened in the early 1900s, starting in 1907, then again in 1929, causing the Great Depression. America was in trouble. Now, when these bank runs were happening, Roosevelt actually shut down the banking system for a week. Now, America around this time was really broke, and the only way they can get out of this whole situation is to establish a whole new system. Who's picking up the check? Enter the Federal Reserve. So in 1913, the Federal Reserve was established. Now, there were some bankers who opposed this whole thing and some bankers who liked this. Now, the bankers who didn't like it just so happened to be on a little ship called the Titanic, in which that JP Morgan, who actually was for the Federal Reserve, was supposed to be on the ship, opted out the last night, left all his luggage. Him and his wife did not go on the ship. Surprise, surprise.
Right.
And then, yes, the ship does sink. You guys know the story. On April 15th, 1912. Then the Federal Reserve is established the next year, the IRS, etc. And guess what day is tax day? April 15th. Talk about one big FU to the American people. So instead of before how the country used to run on tariffs, now it's ran on taxes, income taxes, how they make their money. Now, also how they make their money besides unconstitutional taxes is trading your bonds, i.e. your birth certificate, your marriage license, your gun license. Everything that was supposed to be a right is now a privilege. And this was to establish the new system, creating the FDIC. They want to make sure they get paid. Now, how could this be? How could they do such a thing? Well, after they incorporated the 6th Amendment, now they can come after you civilly or criminally, and they had to put that in the Constitution because the Federal Reserve is a foreign entity itself. Now, there's a few ways to opt out of this. One way is taking control of your strawman, which is very time-consuming and very complex. The easier, less time-consuming route is becoming a U.S. national, and all that is just correcting your status. A U.S. national actually goes by the Constitution and nothing else. Now, if you have a passport, it's even in your passport. It says U.S. citizens/nationals. They're telling you right in front of your face. There's a lot more to this. Let me know if you guys want a part 3.
Another great reaction video. Again, shout out to all of you who sent in videos. I truly appreciate it. I really appreciate everyone from the bottom of my heart. For those that want their video featured along with a shout out, all you have to do is join my Discord. The link is in the description down below. Now, I forgot to say that for the other 2 videos. Remember, I'm a little rusty because I haven't filmed in 2 weeks, but I know y'all know the routine, so thank you in advance. These were a very great selection of videos, I gotta say. I'm trying to think of which one kind of like really stood out. I don't know, it was some juicy ones on here. I'm going down the list. I like the one where the guy's saying like the iPhone and how they're making you kind of do like the voice memos because they really want to collect as much data as they can. That one was pretty cool. The propaganda behind Amazon Prime was a good one. And then the, you know, the geo spy thing where you can find somebody's location just off the background of a video. I said, that is wild. So those were pretty interesting to me. It was somewhere on here for sure, but I'm just naming off the stuff that I can remember off the top of my head. But you guys have to let me know what video was your favorite, what was intriguing, what really made you question reality, what had your brain going. Let me know in the comment section down below because I would love to see it and interact. So just appreciate you guys so much. I thank you guys for all the love and support that you guys do show, because literally all you guys is love and support, whether you guys have watched the video, you liked, you commented, you subscribed, you shared, you shopped the merch, shopperky.com. Link is in the description down below. I just want to say I appreciate you. That's all I was trying to say in a nutshell. But the merch, this is a Cure Patient is a Lost Customer. I have plenty more merch on the site, so make sure to go check it out. Show some love. Well, for those that do happen to buy, please take a picture and send it to me so I can feature you on the website. So thank you for like all the love and support that you guys have been showing. I truly appreciate it. I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. We've been getting new orders, we've been getting new subscribers, we've been getting views. Like when I tell you this channel is elevating and ascending in another level that I would have never imagined, I just have to give all esteem, all praise, and all honor to our Saba Yahuwah and our Abba, our Adonai Yahusha HaMashiach, because it's them that is blessing the channel. It's them who owns it, and I'm just a steward over it. It's them that I'm going to boast in and not myself. So I just give all esteem to Yahuwah and Yahusha HaMashiach. I'm very blessed, grateful, and appreciative to be a daughter. I pray that when y'all see me, that y'all see them, because I am supposed to just reflect them. And you know, how I walk is supposed to be a representation of Yahuwah and Yahusha. So all esteem, all praise goes unto them. But that is all for today's video. We are officially signing out. But I love y'all so much. Y'all have a blessed one. I will see y'all in the next one. Shalom, shalom.
You can't bring me down. I know who I belong to. Yeah. What? I won't sell my soul. I know my worth.